LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. All right, so let's get into this one. RIP PnB Rock. He was shot and killed at a Roscoe's. Let's get into this. She just want for me, come on, change up. See me broke, bitch, I done came up. Still be with the same niggas, I won't change up, yeah. She only wanted for me for my bed. Now, he posted that at noon, the same day. That video, him on the road driving. This is the picture. Everybody's going in on his girl right now on social media because she posted this picture at Roscoe's house of chicken and waffles. All right, so she posted that on social media after being off of social media for months, and it posted with the location. It alerted people that PnB Rock was in this location. Somebody came in to rob him, ended up shooting him. Internet's dragging his woman, but there's more. All right, so this post says, apparently his girl posted a photo of their location to her story after months of her not being active on Instagram. Probably one of the dumbest things she could have done, and it almost feels like she set him up, to be honest. So that's what somebody said. It's getting a lot of tweets like this, and a lot of things like this are being said on social media, but at the end of the day, people are dragging her. He needs to be accountable for his life. This is not no victim shaming, because at the end of the day, these niggas did not need to run up in there and shoot him over a chain. But PnB Rock is a famous celebrity, a famous rapper. Rappers are, it's one of the most fucked up jobs to be out here, being a street nigga or a street rapper. Anything related to the streets, being ingratiated with any type of hood shit. In these times, it's wild out here, so you got to take those precautions. You have to know to let your woman know, your girl, your girlfriend, your baby mother, your wife, whoever that you're with when you're out there. It's incumbent on you to let her know. Do not post a story while we're still here with the location, because things can happen. People are going in on her, but how is she supposed to know? That's his job to let her know. But let's get into this. We already seen this happen to Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke posted something on Instagram with his location, and he ended up getting killed. No victim shaming, but you got to be aware of who you are and what people are trying to do. People are out here on some bullshit. Streets is a mess. All right, so somebody said, Spoonie G says, what rappers got to understand is LA natives don't even go to certain places in LA because ain't nobody bigger than the program. That'll happen to anybody bust down in that Roscoe's, rapper or not. So, yikes.
Developing news in Inglewood, a shooting at a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle restaurant. TMZ is reporting the victim is rapper PnB Rock. CBS 2's Leslie Marin is live at the scene now. And Leslie, what have you learned?
Well, Pat, I can tell you right now that police have said, out of respect for the victim's family, as well as people he may know, they are not IDing the victim, but that is correct. There are reports, TMZ reporting, that this person that has died is rapper PnB Rock, a Philadelphia rapper. And I want to show you the scene right now behind me. Take a look. This is a pretty famous location. Many people come here. It's the Roscoe's here on Manchester and Main in the Green Meadows area. And you can see right now, well, the parking lot completely taped off as investigators as well as uniformed officers are not only outside, but we've seen a lot of them inside as well, pretty much gathering any evidence they can, because we know this suspect did take off. I do want to get to some citizen video that we have from just moments after this shooting happened inside that Roscoe's. You can see the commotion as police had rushed here just around 1 p.m. this afternoon, I should say, right before 2 p.m. Really, it happened at 1:59. We believe that's when the 911 call came in. What we do know right now, police say, is that the suspect walked in through the front doors of this Roscoe's and directly approached that victim that was eating with a female. Apparently some sort of verbal altercation happened, and that is when shots were fired. Police say before that suspect took off, take a listen, they say he actually grabbed items from the victim.
As they were eating, at least one suspect came and approached them with a firearm and demanded the victim's property. There was some sort of verbal exchange at this point. We are not able to get audio in the investigation, but then the suspect shot the victim several times. The victim then fell to the ground, and the suspect removed some items from the victim.
Now back out here live, police did tell us that that suspect actually ran out of the store or out of the restaurant and right to a getaway car, but they say they do not have a description of that vehicle. They did tell me that they do have video from inside the Roscoe, so they're able to see all of this happen, but they just aren't able to really hear what unfolded at this moment. Now, I could tell you that we did speak to a gentleman that says he was the one that gave this victim chest compressions, tried to help him until an ambulance could get here, and he says he was devastated to hear that he had died. Of course, we will have more from him and more of what we're learning from police as well as other people in this community later tonight at 8, 9, 10 on KCAL 9 and back here at 11 on CBS 2. For now, Pat, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Leslie.
All right, so that video that she was speaking about, we actually have that video. That video was shared on social media. It's a bloody, gruesome scene of him laying on the ground and somebody trying to do chest compressions and try to get him back to life. It's a bad video. A lot of people are numb to it, so people are sharing it like wildfire on social media. I'm definitely not going to share it in this YouTube video. If y'all want to see it, follow me on Twitter. Y'all will see it all over Twitter. People are sharing it all over Twitter. I'll highlight that for y'all to see it if y'all want to. People are numb to it. Some people don't want to see it. Some people just want to know a fully rounded view of it. Although it's fucked up, it is what it is. Let's get it.
He walked right in there, boy, and try to rob him and popped him, bruh.
Oh, what up, D'Souza? I didn't even see you in there.
A few times. The block is hot. Niggas ain't even been out here long enough. Nigga just seen a nigga get smoked in front. And just had everything motherfucking taped off. Just let us go finally. That shit was crazy, nigga. We in there sitting with the kids eating, nigga, and that shit pop off, nigga, all over some fucking jewelry and Rolex and all that type of shit. That shit ain't crazy, nigga. So we are back on this motherfucking freeway. LA, we see how y'all doing it, nigga. We don't want none of them problems, nigga. So me and the fam, we is.
You know the craziest thing about that situation? By the way, like you said, you've lived in LA. Yeah. Like LA's always felt a little spooky to me. And just tell me, and it's fine. You tell me if it's just me being pussy. But like, just LA. I think because LA's synonymous with the death of Biggie, death of Pac. Yeah. And I think it's just so much where like niggas might be like ganged up other places, but I've never seen gang culture over there. It's just so
serious.
Crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. I went through some shit when I first like was having in LA with some niggas from Grape Street. These my niggas to this day. You feel me? 03 Greedo and them.
Yeah.
You feel me? They try to do some type of shit, but they seen that I wasn't on that shit. You feel me? Like they try to approach me on some cool shit, but I'm just knowing too much. I'm from the trenches too, so I'm just like not paying it. I'm not taking it lightly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm clutching and all that. Like I'm like, bro, what is y'all niggas trying to do? Like I'm going off of the energy. Fuck what you saying right now. I know what you saying, but it's like I'm getting it too. You feel me? Like I'm not slow. I'm not no fucking dickhead. It's like, what's going on, bro? Like what y'all trying to do? Like, and when they peeped it, they're like, oh no, this nigga ain't no fuck nigga. Like he on some shit. Like we really could fuck with this nigga. Like on some real shit. And when they peeped it, they started like getting a little bit more lackadaisical. And it's like, all right, we could talk, you feel me? And they try to test me like on some test me shit. Like, they was just like, yeah, come to the hood, you feel me? Like, come to the hood.
Come to the hood.
I went to their hood, you feel me? With strapped up, you feel me? Like, I went with my niggas. Like, it was like 3 of us, and we wasn't crazy deep. Because I just be wanting niggas to know, like,
Nigga,
I'm like, y'all, I'm just like, y'all, bro. Talk, you feel me? And they try to test me like on some test me shit. Like, they was just like, yeah, come to the hood, you feel me? Like, come to the hood.
Come to the hood.
I went to their hood, you feel me? With strapped up, you feel me? Like, I went with my niggas. Like, it was like 3 of us, and we wasn't crazy deep. Because I just be wanting niggas to know, like,
Nigga,
I'm like, y'all, I'm just.
No, that was not wise. You're a rapper, niggas is testing you out there. You need to choose your battles a little more wise. You're not from that city. You don't need to be ingratiating yourself with hood niggas in that city and getting down like that. That's a mistake, a common mistake rappers make and niggas make in general. Start checking in with cities and start getting down with hoods they're not from. Fuck all that shit. Every time it happens, niggas get clapped up or they get robbed or it's not a good look. We've seen it too many times. We've seen Chris Brown get down with niggas and his place get robbed and them niggas snake him and him have to basically push those niggas aside. We've seen it, what happened to Pop Smoke. Like, you should not be moving from city to city and getting down with the fuck niggas. Fuck them. Let them do their shit. You need to elevate yourself. Rappers need to look at these type of things and take the warning signs. R.I.P. to PnB Rock, but at the end of the day, people need to look at this and not let this replicate itself. There's too much of this shit going on where rappers getting clapped by not moving the wisest and not understanding the situation that they're in. That's not wise movements that he was doing.
It's like, y'all, bro, you feel me? Like, I'm just like you. I came from the trenches, and I want niggas to, like, I don't know why I used to be like that.
It's that respect right
It's
there.
like, yeah, I don't know why I used to.
You don't have nothing to prove to these hood niggas. You have nothing. That's the problem. It's like you were from your area. You established your legacy in your hood in your city. You moved out of that. You elevated out of that. You should not be going to another city and getting into some hood shit. You should be elevating and being in your tax bracket. Status-wise, not just monetarily. I don't know, man. I'm not victim shaming
Always
here,
had
but
it,
we
like,
gotta move
everywhere I
smarter
go, I
as a
wanted to
community.
touch the hood, like.
And it's also to kind of let them know, like, yo, y'all built from the same topic. Because sometimes people, they'll judge off, they'll think that, oh, it's only niggas that come from where we at built like this. And
no kizzy. So when they seen that, though, them niggas respecting him. They like, oh, no, this nigga PnB coming different. You know how many niggas that we didn't ask and had the same conversation with and told them to pull up to the block, and them niggas said they was gonna come to the block.
Them
niggas ain't never
at 8 o'clock.
them niggas never pulled
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Roddy Ricch did the same shit when I put up the Roddy Ricch projects 2 different times before Roddy Ricch was even like super heavy. It was like, damn, bro, you just came out here like it was just me and him. Me and him went to the projects. He like, bro, like you ain't got no security and none of that shit. Tripping. And it's like, bro, I got security, but I don't got security. You feel me? Like I be on my shit too. You feel me? So I be on angles. I'm already watching everything that's going on, so it's gonna be kind of hard for you to give me because I used to do the same shit. Like,
that probably gives you a lot of like respect and shit like that.
Yeah, niggas fuck with that for sure.
But I ain't gonna lie, LA's gotten just weird and like I think during the pandemic, I've been just hearing too much stories like niggas getting watches taking off.
Somebody tried me on Fairfax like mid pandemic. But it was like another one. Though? I don't know. I guess because niggas be sweet. You feel me? And niggas, niggas see me with my family, nigga, they think I'm just out here lacking. You know what I'm saying? So it would be one of those type of situations. So where like niggas.
Yo, I hear they just walking up to niggas in like broad daylight, like, yo, give me your chain. Like I'm like, yo,
niggas try me on some. It be like every time.
They try to take your jewelry or some shit?
I don't know, but it be like I be on shit and I'm not where I'm from. We like sneaky criminals. Like in LA, it's like they bold. It's like they want you to know. They want to spark a conversation with you first before they get into some shit. Some of them might just go crazy. Like I know some niggas like.
Now that's fucked up. That's fucked up. What he's describing is exactly what happened to him earlier today when the man came up to him in the restaurant and all the reports say that there was a brief conversation. The man was trying to talk to him and then he let off shots and then started to rob him. That's some fuckery. That's crazy out there, man.
That too. They might be on their sneaky shit too. But the majority of the times I got into some shit, it was like they just gave they drop up too fast. You feel me? So the second time I got into some shit, it was like niggas was just talk too. They might be on their sneaky shit too. But the majority of the times I got into some shit, it was like they just gave they drop up too fast. You feel me? So the second time I got into some shit, it was like niggas was just talking loud as shit, wanting me to hear their conversation. And it's like I'm with my peoples, like I'm with my daughter and my girl. Like why they talking about this gangster shit? Like this around, like we outside, we on Fairfax. I'm like, man, you know, I already peed the blitz. We out.
Gangsters out there on Fairfax.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like what the fuck is going on? Like I'm on Fairfax right now. So I'm like, man, we out of here. You feel me? Like we going. My girl, like, no, we. I'm like, I'm just going off of the vibes. Like we out.
Is she peeping the energy? Because I'm
she
you on
peeping.
point.
Yeah, she ain't peeping. She was thinking I'm tripping
about women sometimes.
She be thinking I'm tripping. So
you see that? She be thinking he's tripping. She's doing whatever. Nah, let's just go whatever. He did not establish himself in that leadership role and be like, nah, this is for the protection and safety of us. These niggas are on some fuck shit. You have to command that and put your foot down, because look what happens. You have to be accountable for your life. They're coming after you. They're not coming after you for your daughter and or I don't know if it's a daughter. I don't know if he said that. I can't remember. His child and his baby mother. They're not coming for them. They're coming for the celebrity that has the ice and the chains on, and that they can catch a quick lick off, get some clout off of that if they don't actually do what they did to him. Now there's no clout in relation to that. That's just some fuck shit. I don't know, man. This is a mess. But you have to take initiative to let your shorty know that, yo, this ain't going down like this. We got to move a little bit differently. But he was lackadaisical in that approach.
girl, like, no, I'm like, I'm just going off of the vibes. Like, we out.
Is she peeping the energy? Because I'm
she
you on point.
Yeah, she ain't peeping. She was thinking I'm tripping.
About women sometimes.
She be thinking I'm tripping. So
she's not peeping it. She's a woman. She's not a hood nigga. She's not responsible for the family's security and well-being in that regard. It's not her role. She's out there just doing her. You're the one that's from the hood. You're the one that's in the beef. You're the one that's popping up to the block with straps and shit. You have to be aware of that. Man, this sounds like too much victim shaming. Let's get back into this, man.
In the mix of all this, I'm like, no, we out. So she peeped it. I'm serious. She's like, no, we out. We drive probably like 2 blocks in the street. She thinking this shit a game. She pulled over somewhere else. Like, oh, I wanted to go to this store right here. And then in the mix of me, like telling her like where the park at, it's like somebody just came fast as shit and took the parking spot, like the same spot that we. Yeah. I'm like, dude, they must have been following me or something, bro. How the fuck this car get behind me this fast? Like I ain't even look. I look back and that shit was there quick as shit. And then when I walked past, like the car bombed out. Like this shit tinted to the max.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting all this heat coming from the car though. Like I'm feeling the energy coming from the car. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Who that car? Like, on some other shit. I ain't go in the store for 2 seconds. The same people coming from out the car, hop in the store, hype as shit. Say some gangbanging shit, like some set. I don't know what they say. They said some shit out loud.
Set tripping.
But it was like something that I recognize the energy. You feel me? I'm like, what? You feel me? Like he like started talking to me with some gangster shit. Like I'm like, bro, do you know me? Like you know me from somewhere? He like, nigga, yeah, I know you is. Trying to get me to like get into some shit. So I'm like, man, I flagged him off and I just walked out the store because I already know like where this shit about to go. You feel me?
You don't that make you nervous? It's like you with like your girl.
No, that's why I be trying to be cool because you don't want to be nervous and make it seem like something about that. You want them to be as calm as possible. You feel me? You want your girl and your kids to be like making it seem like everything's cool. Ain't nothing about to happen to us. You feel me? Like we super good. So I just be cool. I just kept it cordial. I'm like, come on, maybe out. These niggas on some real shit. Yeah. You feel me? They got to the car, and when they get to the car, that's when I let niggas know, like, I'm not on that. You feel me? And I ain't gonna say what happened, but niggas know that I'm just not on that. Yeah. It's like, all right, he ain't one of them. You feel me?
At least they didn't take your. I heard. Well, I won't name the rappers, but I've heard of like 3 like it's so commonplace.
More than
like,
3 niggas be getting their shit took, and it don't be spoken about because it's like, why you want to talk about it?
I hear it's so normal that. Like, usually when you rob a rapper, like, everybody knows. It's like, oh, shit, that nigga got his shit took. Yeah. I mean, in LA,
it used to be like that. Niggas used to be like, oh, yeah, we got such and such chain. But now it's like, it's so common, and niggas don't want you to know they stole nigga shit. You feel me? Yeah. Niggas don't want that shit to come back on them. Niggas is getting locked up. People was coming back for niggas. Like, it's like, once you get away with some shit, why you want to make that shit hot? Niggas ain't everybody ain't dumb.
Shit, but they ain't seen nothing from you.
No, I never got robbed ever in my life.
Well,
I ain't gonna say never because I don't like saying never. I'm not superstitious. I'm not superstitious and nothing like that, but I haven't been robbed.
That's why I feel like LA's spooky, man. Like, it's just so bold. Like, I'm seeing mad videos. It's broad. Like, they don't even do it at night. Like night maybe, but broad daylight, that's what they really do it.
Yeah, that shit
and,
crazy.
and it's not one of those shit where they're kind of walking up, like hoodied up, like just trying to sneak through. They just walking like a regular nigga.
Hey, we got this shit.
Yeah, I'm like,
I don't know, man.
What the fuck is going on?
This is the new.
Just watching and listening to this interview is fucked up because everything went down like they're describing it. Broad day, middle of the day, right at lunch hour.
Generation, you know, that shit like everybody on some demon shit, demon time this, demon that.
It's so funny because that don't happen like in Miami or whatever. Where's your face?
That's it do.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Bro, I know a couple niggas that got robbed in Miami, bro.
Oh shit.
Niggas got robbed in Miami.
Where's your favorite place to be? Outside.
Honestly, I like LA.
LA?
Yeah, I like it because like I said, I do me. I keep it towards like I don't really be outside like that neither. You know what I'm saying? To be like in the mix of the dumb shit. Where I'm at, I'm going to the shop. I'm gonna get some drip. I'm gonna probably go to the bank. You know, I'm at places where niggas probably ain't really gonna be at on no gangster shit. Doing the same shit I'm doing. You feel me? And 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to the club. Niggas ain't gonna be able to catch me after no club, no strip club, none of that. That'd be where the shit. Niggas be out lacking. It's just like I'm just not doing that. You feel me?
I definitely agree with you.
I'm not gonna put myself in those situations because I know what happened in those situations. You feel me? Like this shit.
Hey, what do you think about, and I think a bunch of people have said this, they said being a rapper is one of the most dangerous professions.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, what do you think about that? Because you're a rapper, obviously people think a certain type of way. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, even the thing that happened with Lil TJ, you know what I mean? I think that shook a lot of people up because they're like, damn, Edgewater used to be the spot where everybody's at. Like, that's where everybody get a little bit of money there. Now you're realizing, like, people either trying to, niggas is looking at rappers as targets. Like,
yeah,
does it make you move a little bit different?
Yeah, I mean, ever since my brother got killed, like my oldest brother, I've been moving different since. You feel me? Like, it's just been something in me to just let me know, like, this shit real life. I done seen people die, I done been around people that died, but when that shit hit your crib, it's like, you know, like, all right, no, this shit real life. You feel me? Like, anybody can die. You fuck. It could be anybody. Like, the last person that you expected could die. It's like, once that shit hit home to that point, it was like, all right, no, I gotta be on my shit. Like, a nigga can't just walk up on me. For me, a nigga can't just even look at me like on some.
It doesn't make you nervous though, like.
Oh, it make me just alert. Like when I'm out the country, that's probably the only time I'm gonna be like a little bit like.
Yeah,
a little bit free.
That's me too. Y'all remember saying.
But I still be on some shit like even out the country. I be feeling like it's niggas like that out here too. Probably. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want to run into them niggas. You hear me? Because I ain't on point like I am out here. Like, I gotta be on some other shit.
It's facts. That is facts. The only time you can take off the full awareness and being on point is when you're on vacation outside the country. That's the only time you can feel it. And even then, when I was on vacation, even in the DR, it took me some time to actually pull down the observation hockey and relax a little bit. You know what I mean? But make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. We have much more on the way. This one is I don't want to touch more on this topic. This is kind of dark right now. It's very soon. This has just happened. I want to give some objective breakdown to this, but it's at the end of the day, it's very recent, and a lot of this shit seems kind of. I don't know. I don't want to come off too harsh in something like this. I want to give a message to people going in the future. For the future, but it's kind of soon since he's passed, so I'm gonna give it some time. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. A lot more on the way. Yeah.